My neighbor's banging on the door. I'm about to send him to the Isekai world via death. Anyway, we gotta keep going.
Let's do something like that and just be like the cons of working at home.
Yeah, I'm gonna hold that first cut I said. Isekai, we all know it. Average Joe gets whisked off to some other fantastical world. It's a formula we've seen time and time again. So it had me thinking, what's the most common mode of getting Isekai'd? What a sense. So today we're gonna be tallying up all the different ways characters have been Isekai'd through the decades. I'll be tracking 4 categories: magic, tech/video games, death, and mystery/other. Magic will usually mean some kind of spell or summoning brought the main character to their new world, whether on purpose or by accident. Isekai in the tech/video games category involved ending up in some kind of game world. Death is pretty simple, it's death. You die. Yeah, Truck-kun. Lots of characters just straight up get killed and then reincarnated into a new world. Truck-kun outside right now. In the mystery category is pretty obvious. It's a mystery. So they don't really explain how the characters end up in the new world. Let's start with Isekai so old that they weren't even considered Isekai when they came out. Also, I know 95% of y'all don't care about the geriatric Isekai. So I'm gonna speed through these. Also, I got this list of an anime planet in chronological order, so if I miss something, look at them, not me. All right, and then tell me in the comments what I missed, but don't yell at me, please. Okay, I'm gonna be honest. I'm like, bro, I'm gonna miss some of these, bro. Yeah. I'm just a guy in my room with a neon sign in the back that probably has my name misspelled. I really hope it's right. I really hope it's right. In the OG Isekai, or a Batchelor done by 1983, Shozama, first one, gets transported to the magical mecha land of Beistenwell after getting into a motocross accident. It's not clear if Sho dies in this accident, so let's chalk this one up to magic. Bro, a lot of these early ones about to be magic, so just bear with me here. The Clamp classic Magic Knight Rayearth, 1994, sees 3 schoolgirls get magically transported to a fantasy world. I thought it said 3 sociologists. What a way different show that would have been.
No, they'll just be like examining the people of the new world. It's like, wow.
Wow, they really love titties here, guys. Oh, they love average men. This is very interesting. Miyaka and Yui of Fushigi Yugi, The Mysterious Play, 1995, get magically transported away while reading a book. Yo, so books really transport you away. That's crazy. Reading is that powerful. There's a better joke there, but I'm not clever enough. Reading Rainbow, I don't know. Next. Still not as nerdy as getting whisked away by a botched science project like an El Hazard, The Wanderers, 1995. El Hazard? Thought these were anime. Not telenovelas, my bad. All right, I'm gonna mark the El Hazard series down in the tech category. Then there's The Vision of Escaflowne, 1996, and it's all about magic, so no questions there. But Those Who Hunt Elves, 1996, blurs the line a bit. I mean, the characters are stripping elves to create a spell to go home. What did I just say? Seriously, what? All right, we won't call that magic. Or crime. Digimon, 1999, which I had forgotten was an actual Isekai. I guess in season 2, I wasn't allowed.
Season 1 too. Like literally they're in summer camp and then bam, they're in the digital world.
Bro, I wasn't allowed to watch Digimon as a kid. My parents thought it was Satan. Word to the actual Satan in the show. Devimon is named very on the nose. I don't even think he has a nose. Y'all know what Digimon is. All these kids get transported to the digital world. So I feel safe saying tech on that one. Inuyasha, 2000. A girl Kagome gets dragged down a well and sent to a parallel Sengoku era Japan. It's filled with demons, a dog boy who she's probably gonna end up marrying, spoilers, and a lot of violence. We're gonna chalk that one up to man-made structure.
I'm pretty sure it's magic though.
It's a well, Adrian!
Oh my god, it's a magical well.
Magic well, man-made structure, spirited away. We can infer with context clues, just like Digimon, like the digital in the name, spirited away, spirits, like I feel like, don't have to be said. That one's magic. In Final Fantasy Unlimited 2001, you and I are whisked away through an old subway tunnel? sounds mysterious to me. Tunnels, architecture, the other category, architecture.
I just feel like it's kind of hard to categorize Spirit Away then, because she went through a tunnel.
Yeah, that's a tunnel.
All right, we'll go.
Bro, all right, tunnels versus Truck-kun, which comes up more often. Next up is .hack sign 2002. It sees Tsukasa getting trapped in the video game world of the world. Oh, a lot of on the nose names today. Easy addition to the video game category though. Next up, 12 Kingdoms 2002. This one is an easy one too. Some random guy thinks Yoko is his empress and takes her through a portal to his magical world. Oh, this is, yeah, magic, easy. As for Kyokaramau 2004, the magic portal is a toilet. Starting to get the weird ones now. Yes, our hero literally gets flushed into a new world. Man, how did you fit in there, bro? What happened? Tweenie Witches 2004. This one was a truck, surprisingly. It was magic, obviously. Next. Haruka, Beyond the Stream of Time. Oh, a tale, the title wasn't done. A Tale of 8 Guardians, 2004. Oh, wow. That is a little much for a reverse isekai harem. All right, yo. Like how there's like continuously getting like a little bit more unhinged. Beyond the Stream of Time, beyond more than one boyfriend. A Tale of 8 PPs. All right.
Wow. Talk about getting unhinged.
Jacob, yeah. Oh, keep that in, Jacob. He said it, not me. Yes, sir. Let's go. Kiba's Zed hates his life so much that he literally breaks down doors until he eventually finds his magic portal. Magic.
Just imagine the guy going into like the fucking Monsters Inc. world going, where's the magic?
Yo, Monsters Inc. But anime, Kiba's 2006. The people who've seen that probably hate me right now. Oh, speaking of things I've seen, The Familiar of Zero 2006. Saito Hiraga gets dragged into a magical world as a familiar to a struggling student of magic. Oh, yo, I remember that. That was like, was it here I said this? I don't remember I said it, like somewhere I said, back when I was younger, I had searched, and I vividly remember this. Best harem anime. I just want that to breathe on you for a second. And that was on the list, so that is why I'm familiar with that one. We're now entering the horny Kurt era.
That was actually one of my first anime.
Really?
Just because. Oh.
This is like, stop recording.
Microphone said
Like, you were incriminating us.
I like seeing the work of voice actors and actresses, and I think this one, I think the dub was Christina V.
It is, yep. I love the work of big boobies, said Adrian. So
she wasn't even the one with the freaking show. What are you talking about?
We're gonna move on.
Dumb.
We're gonna move on.
Why did we give this one so much attention?
Yeah, bro. Yeah, Adrian was definitely giving something a lot of attention, you know what I'm saying? Okay, anyway.
Let's jump 5 years.
Yeah, anyways, yeah, let's take a 5-year time jump. Dog Days 2011. Everyone has I gotta read these first, bro. Everyone has furry ears and tails. So do I count that as dark magic then? Like the magic that makes you realize what you're really into. Regardless, magic. Ichiban Saga was a real game made by Capcom, but in a fantasy world? We're gonna have to put this one down for video games. Yeah, because it is a video game. We're on point. But if we're talking about a video game isekai, we're here, baby. Sword Art Online, 2013? 2013.
2012.
Oh, 2012. Yeah, it was the end of the world. The whole series SAO pretty much set the standard for the entire trapped in the MMO trope. Some people say it isn't even an isekai, but he was trapped. But then he just kind of kept going back casually.
This is like one of those things where it's like, oh, it's an isekai, and then like half of the time they're in the real world, so it's
yeah.
Like, is it an isekai now?
It's like Digimon.
Yeah,
Digimon is the same potato. Sword Art Online stole from Digimon. Anyway, come on up. People will get pissed at me for that one.
No,
The Devil is a part-timer. This is a reverse isekai where literal Satan, goes through a portal and finds himself in the real world. He also lands a job in the service industry just to get by. Also, this probably has the most prominent McDonald's in anime history. That is magic. Man, yo, Satan really had to get a job in the service industry. Problem children are coming from another world, aren't they? 2013. I mean, I don't know why you're asking me. All I know is that 3 kids with psychic powers get invited to a magic world to play like Mario Party or whatever it is. Games. Art of the Legend 2013. This one we're going full Parent Trap. It's like an isekai and a reverse isekai in one. The 2 artists magically switch places. One tries out living a normal life in Japan and the other gets exiled. Outbreak Company 2013. I kind of remember this one. Either he got invited by a business to go or he fell. I don't remember.
So how the f does he get there? Magic?
Pretty sure he just fell, bro. There's just like a hole. I'm pretty positive there was just like some hole in the ground and he went through that bit. Hero puts his otaku shut-in skills to work as an ambassador to a new world. Sounds like the magic of cultural diffusion to me. It's true, yeah, he deadass was like asked by a company to go to another world. Log Horizon. It's your classic tale of getting trapped in a virtual video game world, forced to live out your fantasy RPG fantasies. Forced.
Oh yeah, I think the whole gist of this is
I've never seen Log Horizon. I know a lot of people talk about it.
They're just like, hold up, is this actually a video game?
Was it happening?
That's a mystery.
You didn't finish it, Adrian? You gotta be on my edge of my seat.
I got caught for tax evasion.
It was 2013. He's still in jail?
No, season 3 came out last season.
Oh, I had no idea.
There you go.
Kamigami no Asobi 2014. So if you ever fantasized about going to high school with the Greek pantheon, yo, I got a surprise for you. A mystical sword transports Yui Kasagani to a school full of Greek gods, and Zeus is the dean. Yo, I hope Zeus is not smashing as much as he did in the actual, That is criminal.
Oh.
So criminal, we're gonna move on. Oh, I love this one. No Game, No Life, 2014.
It's also criminal.
Yeah.
Really disturbing amount of figures of like the really little one in like bunny outfits.
There's like 4 fucking lollies in that show.
You know what? I was gonna say my thoughts on it, but now I refuse to comment. And in this one, the protagonists have to earn their way to the magical world after passing a special gaming challenge and have to rep humanity in this strange new land. Emanity, actually. It's like when you get one of those bad ads for those fake games, it was like they pretty much did one of those where the sliding lava comes out and then it kills the person and it's all, yeah, they did basically one of those and they got transported. I feel like that's actually what happens if you manage to play one of those. If you actually manage to play the game and the mobile ads that they're fucking pitching you, you get transported to another world.
Gate is good if you like Japanese military propaganda, but...
Anyway, Gate! 2015. Monsters draw the first blood, but the Japanese Special Defense Force chases them back through the gate they came through. You get it? But now it's up to the 3rd reconnaissance team to figure out what's going on in this new world. So it's a gate.
Yeah, it's literally a fucking mysterious gate pops up and monsters fly in and destroy Tokyo.
Yo, what's up with all these tunnels, bro?
The fucking Japanese Defense Force comes in swooping with their Apache helicopter, blasting Fight of the Valkyries, shooting down all of the fantasy characters.
Oh my, what a great show. Overlord, our main pro tag and tag, if you will, gets stuck in a game he loves after it gets shut down. And it's everyone's worst nightmare. We're gonna get that one is clearly video game. Gringar Fantasy and Ash 2016. The show where everyone has amnesia. So we don't really know how they ended up in this harsh fantasy world. All they can do is just try their best to survive. Really, they just woke up? Did they just like have like a little too many edibles? I don't know. Okay. We all know this one. Konosuba 2016. Always Sunny, but anime. Kazuma straight up just dies to end up in the fantastical world of Konosuba. Lucky for him, he gets to be reincarnated in a world just like the MMORPGs he used to play when he was, alive.
Aqua's best girl, yeah.
Specifically, he dies by shock. He dies from shock, not Truck-kun. This is a common misconception. Truck-kun did not kill him. He died from shock from a tractor, which he thought was a truck. And then he peed his pants in like the hospital or something like that.
Oh no, it's full dive all over.
Yeah. Anyways, yeah, not killed by Truck-kun, fun fact. Ray Zero 2016. This one's transportation method is a lot less hilarious. The big difference here is Subaru gets killed after he ends up in another world. At least he revives when he does, but just a few hours to the past. Like, dead ass, he just went there. Homeboy was at a 7-Eleven and blinked, and that was all. Drifters 2016. It's a little like that show Deadliest Warriors. It pits the most famous fighters of history together in a time-bending fantasy world. Ever wanted to see an anime showdown with Joan of Arc? So fate? How did they die though? Did they just leave? I'm gonna just go ahead and say magic. It's magic.
Well, whenever you notice something like that, a wizard did it.
What else could it be, Adrian?
Oh, they just go through a door.
There we go! Tunnels is coming through! Normal entryways is coming up on us. Tunnels, doors, gates. One was literally named Gate. Truck-kun hasn't killed one person yet.
The most common way you get Chronicle of Narnia.
Yo, really, the most common way is household objects. Saga of Tanya the Evil 2017. Here, the main character gets murdered right off the bat, so this is already darker than your average isekai. But it gets even darker. He gets reincarnated as a little orphan girl in an alternative World War I era Germany. Knights and Magic 2017.
Just straight up reincarnation.
Reincarnation, even though magic's in the name. Arrow dies in a car crash and he's reborn into a fantasy world of magic and mechs. I really was expecting a magic for this one. In Another World with My Smartphone 2017. I watched the whole thing. It is not good. I watched the whole thing.
You saw this one?
Watched the whole thing.
Oh, is this the one where he literally has like a smartphone? He's just like, oh, look at this.
Yes, it's in the title, Adrian.
I know.
Another World with My Smartphone. No, he goes there with a washing machine. Yes.
I just love how it says, God accidentally kills a 15-year-old kid.
Yeah. God accidentally kills a 15-year-old kid. So to make amends, God reincarnates him into a different world in his old body with one object he can bring back. His dishwasher. Next. Sengoku Nightblood 2017. Yuzuki's phone itself sends her to a different world called Shinga. It's basically an alternative Sengoku era Japan with vampires and werewolves. At least she didn't have to die to get there. Again, surprise, the person in Sengoku Nightblood goes via smartphone. And the person in the anime titled, That Time I Got Reincarnated in Another World with a Smartphone, died.
Oh, was this like the era of exploding phones?
I mean, yeah, now phones is coming on
That's
the.
an era?
Oh, I meant just like.
This is phones back.
Exploding phones?
Everyone, if this was a Dory's down here because she's 3 feet tall.
Yeah.
Anyway, let's keep it going. Death March to the Parallel World Rhapsody 2018. The main character might have died to get to his new fantasy world. He's bug testing a new MMORPG over the weekend when he passes out and wakes up in a world just like the game he's working on. I mean, the crunch either killed him or drove him insane. Yo, that's gonna be me. That's gonna be me. Karakyu Bed and Breakfast for Spirits 2018. So we all know crunch is bad and all, but in this one, poor Aoi gets kidnapped. Some ogres grab her and bring her to the hidden realm where she works at an inn. Yo, they stole her to make lunch? What the f? Bro. Isekai, a Japanese food from another world, 2018, is another service industry isekai, but without the whole kidnapping. They just serve their food to another world. How'd she get there though?
Oh, it's just a door.
Entryways on the come up, bro. Entryways are on their way up.
There's another one. There's one called Restaurant in Another World where there's like a magical door in a fantasy world where people get transported into a restaurant in the real world.
How Not to Summon a Demon Lord 2018, which I also watched to its completion. Being kind of a play on words for this one. Very horny, if that went over y'all's heads.
Oh, I thought you meant video game.
For someone who loves that kind of show, I'm surprised your brain didn't go there, but all right. You know the drill, and Otaka winds up in the world of his game. Hilarity ensues. Yeah, he just kind of went there he just ended up in the game. The Master of Ragnarok and Blesser of Einherjar. Or I'm not saying it differently. This is a weird one. Yudo transports himself into a world of Norse mythology by taking a selfie in a magic mirror. I guess this counts as magic in tech? But it's a harem anime, so like don't overthink it. That Time I Got Reincarnated as a Slime, 2018. Homeboy got stabbed. Next. He got stabbed.
I know, but it's so funny because do you remember he's just like
家のパソコンハードディスクの中身風呂に沈めて完全に消去してくれ
Put my computer in the bathtub. Yo, I was like, yo, what were you doing, bro?
honestly, the poor
I'm like, dude, but how is your porn that bad that you had to get your whole computer destroyed? All right, yeah, he got stabbed. Next, The Rising of Shield Hero 2019. Pretty sure this is magic. Homeboy literally gets summoned by a bunch of mages to be ostracized by everyone. They like summoned his ass and then they were like, ha, idiot. They were like, you fool. Oh, okay. The Wise Man's Grandchild 2019. Is this our first truck? This takes the reborn angle a little too literally. A Japanese salaryman dies and reincarnates as a baby in a magical world where he's raised by a powerful wizard. Demon Lord Retry 2019. Homeboy wakes up, just wakes up in his favorite MMO. It's been a common thing so far. Arifureta 2019. In another by-the-numbers magical isekai series, Hajime and his class gets summoned to a world where they all have amazing powers, except for Hajime. All he can really do is just transmute stuff. All right, are we talking transmute like
Full Metal?
Yeah, is it full metal transmutation? Because that's dope. When I think transmute, I'm like,
The gold!
if you're not allowed to do that, and you're also not allowed to human transmute. Well, technically, Full Metal Alchemist, the original series, is an isekai. They start in their world and then they end up in the real world. It's a reverse isekai. Oh, put that on the list. Be a door. Next up is the mommy isekai, which is too long of a title for the isekai about the mom that wants to f her son. Whatever. This one's video game. This is also, you could also say this is summoned because according to the wiki, some company asked them and then they went. But yeah, next. Isekai Cheat Magician 2019. This one sees two high schoolers summoned to a fantasy world, the biggest difference being their overpowered cheat magic. See, it really just went from like some people just going to sleep and dying to people just being like, all right, no, literally just come here. They literally just hit them up on their smartphone and like, yo, can you pull up? Cautious Hero. The hero is overpowered but overly cautious 2019. Again, just summoned. People are just getting brought over. Seriously though, it's another magically summoned isekai, but at least it's poking fun at itself. It's actually really good. The same people who made Konosuba made this.
That probably explains why she looks kind of dumb sometimes.
Yeah, it's very Aqua-esque.
Yeah.
Like we finally reached the parody era and it, damn, up to 2019.
Isekai singularity.
Yeah, we're at the,
Too powerful.
yeah, 2019's thick. We're gonna keep going. Kemomo Michi, Rise Up 2019. Takes the goofy route too. A pro wrestler is summoned to a magic land to fight beasts, but ends up opening a pet shop and helping them instead. It's all alternative. Summoned.
I know Mike Tyson isn't a wrestler, but
Oh my God, Mike Tyson? I would love that. Ascendance of a Bookworm 2019. This time we're gonna suck the joy out of everything. After a young aspiring librarian gets crushed by her own books, she's reborn as a poor girl in a cruel world where only the noble class has access to books. Death by book. High school prodigies have it easy, even in another world 2019. If the previous one didn't sound depressing, how do you feel about plane crashes? Oh, bro, that title, bro, it says it all. I can't tell if they died or not.
actually, yeah,
But-
I think they just crashed and they all survived.
You know what? I'm gonna go on a limb and say they died.
No, I don't think they.
Adrian, they were in a plane crash, Adrian.
I mean, if they're high school prodigies.
They're not, who are
The
the,
1%.
bro, one of them can like read medicine well. Who's the survivor? This is in Danganronpa
Yeah,
with the
this is
survivor
in Danganronpa.
perk. Which one of them was the prodigy plane crash survivor, Adrian? Put that on
I
death.
mean, they had a damn prodigy pilot.
Oh, he wasn't that much of a prodigy. If the plane crashed, they died. Didn't I say make my abilities average in the next life 2019? As you can probably tell, yes, her next life is in the fantasy world, and no, her abilities are not average. And in this one, it's no question she dies. The Eighth Son? Are you kidding me? 2020. A 25-year-old mysteriously... Who?
Who is that?
Who the
Somebody order food?
A 25-year-old mysteriously wakes up in the body of a magical 6-year-old in another world. All roads lead to me being uncomfortable, bro. How'd he die? What happened? He just wakes up? He went to sleep? Did he go via nap? All right, then.
I see, all right, yes. But in episode AG4...
Wizard.
For Glaven out.
Moving on. My next life as a villainess, all routes lead to Doom 2020. When a young noble named Katarina
Who is Darbelly?
Yo, can someone get it? Yo, there's so many noises. No one wants me to talk about every isekai in existence, and it shows. When a young nobleman, Katarina Clace, bonks her head, she realizes she's the main villain of a game she used to play in her past life. She gets hit by a truck. There's Truck-kun. The Titan's Bride 2020. Surprisingly enough, it is not a cursed Attack on Titan fanfiction. It's actually about a high school graduate who gets summoned to a land of giants to be a prince's new bride. I think summon is like the #1 right now.
So lazy.
Yo, I was just like, yo, we just brought him through. I'm standing on A Million Lives 2020. Transports our hero to a game-like world, but how that happens isn't really known.
This one's kind of cool. The first episode, apparently, just to promote it, they remade the whole last first episode with stock images.
Was it good?
I
By the grace of the gods 2020, our main character here just dies in his sleep. What boring ways to die. By the grace of the gods, hey, that's the name of the show. He's reincarnated as a young slime rancher. Ooh, almost got you there. Really, he just goes on adventures with his slime friends. Oh, that's cute. What, Kuma Bear is a fucking isekai?
Is it? Oh, I didn't know that.
Holy shit. Kuma Bear 2020. Word to our boy White Chang is in that one. A girl wakes up in her favorite game, but at level 1, she has a bear suit. There's bears in the game. You get it, Kuma.
I don't see the problem.
So I'm a Spider, so what? 2021. An entire high school class gets wiped out and reincarnates into a fantasy world. Of course, one of them comes back as a spider. So death. Damn, that's a mass death. That's a...
I know people in the comments are gonna be like, well, if you read the light novel, you know. We're talking about the anime.
And then it's just like, I just read 200 of these, bro. Or 50, I don't know. Numbers aren't real. Mushoku Tensei, jobless reincarnation. He's back. Our man gets hit by Truck-kun trying to save some high schoolers. He was also kind of a piece of shit, but he fixes that later. Death by Truck. She professed herself pupil of the wise man 2020.
What?
Was that a sentence? That's what they want to say. I profess your title's a little whack, but yo. This time our main character wakes up in their favorite game, but not as his all-powerful avatar. Instead, he's a young girl, and no bears this time, so I'm out. And finally, Full Dive. This ultimate next-gen full dive RPG is even shittier than real life. This one has our boy Hiroyuki sort of stuck in a video game that he didn't even want. The game is ultra realistic too, so like most MMORPGs, you can't log off in combat. That being said, let's cough this one up to video games.
Also, this is actually a companion piece to a secret vid that should be going up in a few days elsewhere on YouTube.
Dora, what was it about?
It was about Full Dive.
It's about Full Dive. It's about Full Dive.
It was about Full Dive, and you should watch it.
So be sure to check the description here or follow us on Twitter to stay in the loop.
So in conclusion, here are all the results of how our protagonists get transported to these isekai. And yo, surprisingly enough, Truck-kun wasn't happening as much as I figured it would. Magic, on the other hand, and man-built structures way up there. I don't care what you say, Adrian. Man-built structures is like actually, literal doors is the best way to get there. So don't die. I'm sure a lot of them were deaf too. There's a very surprising mix. Take it as you will, and I am 1000% sure I missed some. So leave the ones we missed in the comments and maybe like fix our tally, if you will. But I gotta start it, so there you go. I'm Kurt, this is Beyond the Bot, and we're signing off.
Oh, what's up, y'all? Yo, what's good, everyone? Thank you so much for peeping the video. It was actually, I had a really fun time recording it. As you can tell by how distressed my room now is. Thank you so much to our patrons, Sugar Joe, Andrew M, Drew Warnes, Critical 225, Kyle, and of course, Eric Tortorapatu, who I hung out with on last weekend. What's your anime stage intro song? Bruh. There's a lot I have, but if I had to choose something. All right, stop. Don't want to get in trouble. Bro, that is fire. Jujutsu Kaisen OP1, fire. That's like such a great, intense one. That's what I'll be walking into all the clubs, I guess, busting this J-Rock. Thank you guys for supporting Bot. We'll catch you guys next time, and maybe I'll clean my room. Who knows? Much love, guys. See you.